Hey guys, this is Don Brown. Frank, I know you know who I am. Cody, you may not know who I am, but I'm just a regular person, okay? So I like the dialogue you guys are having about the Congress making their own wages, raising their own wages, because that's been happening since the beginning of the time. I think that is way out of touch and should be against the law. But of course, we as voters, we need to express this how we feel to our elected officials, because it's not fair for them to give themselves a raise every single year. It is not. And then we wonder why the Congress people are worth more than $1 billion. But that's another subject. So, of course, I have mixed feelings on both the minimum wage raise, because there's two avenues of the minimum wage raise. Okay, me personally, I don't think that the government should mandate companies to say this is minimum wage and you need to pay this. Because at the end of the day, like Chambersburg, okay? I love Chambersburg. I live in Chambersburg. If you go to Rosalie's, you go to Pat and Carla's, you go to Red Robin, you go to, the Orchard restaurant. Two of those cannot afford to pay people $15 an hour, okay? Especially if they're not franchised. And then at the end of the day, who's to say that these companies can afford the hike on minimum wage? Now, this is my personal view, okay? Because I got a 16-year-old daughter. She works at Diffie's, okay? So, of course, she's a wait staff. And I explained to her, on why I believe minimum wage should be set at the discretion of each different company, each different business. Because at the end of the day, if the government says, you know what, you have a workout gym like the one that's down in off of Main Street, one block? What if they tell him that he has to pay his people $15 an hour, or McDonald's? Because when you raise minimum wage, guess what it's going to raise? They're going to pay more taxes, okay? The company or business may go out of business, especially if they're not getting the money coming in to pay the people. Secondly, then the price of living goes up. So we have to weigh out every single thing. And this is what people should understand as a whole, not just us in this conversation, as a whole. If a person is working at a fast food place, that is not a job to take care of a family of 4, a family of 3, a family of 2. In my opinion, because I was in the military, but I also worked before I got to the military. I worked at fast food. I was at Outback as a waiter, okay? So I had to work hard for my money. I also worked at Roy Rogers. So at the end of the day, that was just something as a child, not as an adult. Okay, once you're at 25 years old, you should already be having a good paying job. And when I say good paying job, I don't mean like $50,000, $60,000. $30,000 is pretty comfortable, in my opinion, because I lived on less and feeding a family of 4. So it all depends on money management. It all depends on the stability of the person, and they have to weigh out their wants and needs. Because at the end of the day, I believe in less government. I believe no matter if you're Democrat or Republican, everyone believes in less government, because who wants the government in their business? Think about it. So I don't think Congress should be giving themselves a raise. No, I think that is truly fucked up. Okay. But then again, we're here in Chambersburg. You can reach out to Doug Mastriano, our senator. You can reach out to Rod Carpenter, our state representative. You can reach out to John Joyce, our congressman. You can reach out to our county commissioners, Dave. I forgot the other 2 names. You know who they are. But this is who we voice it to. And then we also have to pay attention to the municipality level on what they're doing too, because everyone focus on the president, focus on Congress, but what about what's happening right here in your own town? Okay, but that's another subject. I digress. But guys, I love the dialogue. You guys are awesome. I love you both, and I'm glad we have positive dialogue instead of back and forth negativity. That is some great positive dialogue. Hey man, keep it up. Love you both. Peace, America.